You've probably seen this player's face a million times in the past 8 months. ESPN, Bleacher Report, even the NBA itself has been heavily promoting him. He's quickly become one of the most loved and favorited players amongst fans and the media, but just exactly who is he? Well, let me introduce you to Austin Reeves, 6'5", 196-pound shooting guard for the Los Angeles Lakers, who went undrafted in 2021 and seemingly just had a breakout year in his second year in the NBA. I say seemingly because with the insane amount of hype he gets, one may say there's a bit too much buzz for a player who only averaged 13 points a game last season. The man constantly appears on your Twitter or Instagram timeline, and I'm sure you've wondered why. I mean, he's not a superstar. Maybe it's just because he plays for the Lakers. Well, I'm here to tell you, I'm here to show you why Austin Reeves gets the amount of attention he gets. Let's start off with his offense. First up, his shooting. This guy can pull it from deep. If he's left open, he will make you pay the price. Reeves went nearly 40% from behind the arc and 53% from the field. Reeves is extremely efficient, which is quite uncommon for a guard, but those great numbers don't come without his ability to create his own shots. Reeves has a bag. He can handle the ball pretty well too. He's not the most athletic player, although he is steadily improving. So without the super crazy athleticism, he relies on his shifty movements to get around defenders. To couple with his great shot creation, he also has great shot selection. Reeves is a threat from every single part of the floor. He can hit you with threes or dribble you down to the paint, where he either gets a midi or an off-the-glass layup. On top of the spots he can score from, he seems to always know when and when not to shoot the ball, and this is one of the reasons why Lakers fans love him so much. Of course, while Lakers fans like him, other fan bases may disagree, mainly because of the amount of free throws he gets. Reeves has quite the ability to get to the line, and while some may not like it, I don't necessarily see why he gets hate for it. He's a smart player that knows how to play his defenders well, and most importantly, win ball games, and at least the fouls he draws fall in line with the rule book. Ahem. Next we have passing. Reeves is an underrated passer, and I cannot stretch how much I mean underrated. He was throwing absolute dimes in the regular season and in the playoffs. Like, look at this pass right here. He went behind the back in a game 1, in his first career playoff game ever, by the way, a second-year player, on the road against a 2 seed on their home floor. I don't know if it's the passing or the confidence, but both are undeniably great. His playmaking is also a great asset to his game. He sets up his teammates nicely, sometimes even putting the ball places that you wouldn't think is plausible while watching, but he still somehow manages to make it work. Like this play right here. He runs the fast break after the steal. It's 4-on-3. This defender has to watch Westbrook and the backdoor entry. However, Reeves notices that Westbrook is slowing down, retreating to the three-point line instead of running to the basket. Now that leaves this defender with the ability to stop the backdoor entry, and now it's a 3-man game going to the basket. However, if you paid attention to Siakam during this entire possession, he hasn't noticed LeBron coming full speed down the court. Reeves sees LeBron and waits just until the last second to see if Siakam would bite on LeBron's side, and he doesn't, so that leads to a last-second pass to LeBron for the layup. Reeves always makes real-time reads like this. His insane ball IQ often goes unnoticed, and it seems that talk LeBron gave him is actually working out. Next is his defense, and this is another underrated part of his game. It's well known Reeves has an extreme motor on the offensive end, but he gets just as intense on the defensive side. Stats may not show it, but Reeves is a very great defender and makes a lot of impact. If you're watching Team USA right now, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He's relentless on the defensive side, plays passing lanes, steals, and blocks a whole ton. And like I said earlier, Reeves isn't the most physically gifted athlete, but he's a very smart player. And that carries over on the defensive side of basketball, where he waits for opportunities like this, and this, and this, where the ball is exposed for even a split second, so he can just smack it away. Well, let's see. He hustles a lot, rarely makes mistakes, always plays hard, always making the right plays, and brings good energy. If you watch Reeves last season or right now for Team USA, Reeves is an instant impact player, and that's been a key factor that's been linked with him over the last 2 years, and it's kind of hard to miss when he's making an impact. For example, the Spain-USA exhibition match, where Spain had a major outburst starting out in the second half. Things were looking dangerous until he checked in the game, immediately controlling the pace and setting up quick buckets for Team USA. Or when he did this, and man, I can't stop watching this clip, setting the tone for the Lakers, showing the world that they were no ordinary 7th seed. There's a lot of things that Reeves has in his game that don't get the amount of love it should. Like, I didn't even mention his crazy finishing around the rim. He doesn't have any flaws in his game, except that he's not a super freak athlete that can jump 50 inches off the ground, but that's not needed to be a great player. Just ask Larry Bird. Plus, Reeves has a pretty cool nickname. I think that's pretty convincing enough, but hey. Reaves has always had game like this. It was hard for him to show it with the limited minutes he had in the spotlight his rookie year, but when he had the chance, he proved it time and time again that he was ready for the big moments. And that was basically what the second half of last season was, showing that he was in fact a great player with a lot of game to his name. And that's why Reaves has become such a fan favorite. You may think he's overhyped just because he wears purple and gold, but no, he has a lot of game, and he's only going to get better from here, and I'm absolutely looking forward to seeing it next season. But before you go, what do you think Reeves' stat line will look like next season? Will he be an all-star, most improved player? Share your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you all in the next one.